Okay, I think we're ready. Right, let's bring the camera. And there I am. So, wow. It's been a long time. Ah, I actually didn't start this project for quite a while now. So I actually have no idea where it was. What state it was in. Maybe I can find this in my task list. If I go fetch something in there. Probably the backlog. So rework the previous features needing updates. That will wait because we need a little bit more direction for this one. Balance the tier 1 crystal effects on the drill. Yep. Except that I actually don't really necessarily care about the drill at the moment. Saving the logs, that's very useless. Study progress bar twinning. Yeah, that's luxury, definitely. Create a tooltip for the study crystal. I believe it's done. Extend the combat system. I believe those two are done already. So I will just I open the board. Create a new one. Oh, is this one empty? Yes, it's empty. So we're gonna create. No, we're gonna bring everything. Can we drag it? No. So move. Huh. Send to board. Yes, we're gonna do that. I actually don't know if there's like mass editing on this app. Yeah. But anyway, those two, they're done. Yeah, maybe if I... Oh no, actually I probably deleted the save and we'll have to delete it again. Because it is sharing the save file with the YouTube series. So, yeah. A little bit sad. Or maybe I could have this one have another name. That could be interesting. Yeah, I think I will do that. Well, not really live save, but what's the name of the branch? Develop and master. So yeah, that's gonna be develop, I guess. Develop save. Okay. Why do I have something? Yes, okay, cool. Wow, I'm literally committing one line here. That's the push. Sometimes you need to get started. So anyway, I think we'll have to play the game a little bit before we are able to reach the laboratory. Alright, well, we can cheat. We can always cheat. That's an option. Okay, so we have the drill. And we just have to make it work a little bit more. Okay, let me see. Yes, I can have the feedback here. It's cool. So we probably can unlock the laboratory now? No, we can't. Oh. Too bad. Should we buy upgrades? No, they're not really useful. They don't make you make money faster, if anything. And maybe this one does, because you set a crystal here. Okay, can we buy? Not yet. Soon have enough. Could it be weird? No, that's fine. Okay. Okay, we can buy the laboratory. And, okay, interesting thing, we have something missing here. The study queue. When the study queue doesn't exist, it creates a little problem here. Interesting. So maybe we can fix that. Okay, we can log that to fix it. Let's see. We can add a bug. Study queue. Not here. Before upgrade. Well, that's meant to be there, but we're gonna have UI and broken header for laboratory. Broken laboratory header before purchasing. Study queue. Okay, so that's one thing. And it's expensive. Oh no, we can't close it. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. If the button is behind whatever panel you create, you can't. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. I don't care at this point. So, yeah, we buy this upgrade, and now the study queue shows properly. So I think I have a quick fix for that. I may have a quick fix for that. Let's restore here. So, let's see, we have to jump to our laboratory. And I actually have to bring this here. Laboratory. No, not the button. The scene. Okay, so we have the study header here, study queue. So what does it do? Study queue, update. So visible turns to, yeah, not existent. So probably, I have an idea, which is having another object here, basically. We have a control before the study queue, which expands as well. And when one is available, the other hides, basically. So does it have, what is the minimum size? 112. Okay. So that, yeah, it just... Well, the thing is that when the study queue doesn't exist, it's like an empty header. That's a little bit weird. In fact, now I'm realizing that having half of the study queue here isn't that bad either. Well, I'm gonna do this thing at the moment. So that's gonna be spacing. Well, space. Okay, what do we do? We reload that basically. Yes, we just have update to be opposite. Probably. If I want to check that, I do have to delete the save again, just to be sure. Let's go. And we will cheat our way in. Okay, so we have a problem. Extends margin container. Yes, I get that. It is indeed a problem. Why are we saving? I have two saves. I have a save here which is supposed to be, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it is full save. So why that? Let's see. New save, waiting for loading prompt. Yeah, I guess that. Save manager, what do we have in there? Develop save tiers, yes. So technically we have save.tiers somewhere. Maybe. Do we have this? Yes. No. No, that's correct. So I don't know. I don't know why it's creating this save file here. So Rabbit Shadow says, man, your editing is pretty good. Following your videos, it feels like you're not making mistakes. Wow, that's very weird. That's very weird because my editing is actually absolute trash. And I've realized in the recent videos that some sounds which are very, very faint when I do the editing end up being super loud in the final videos, which makes some weird transitions sometimes. But the thing is that for the not making mistakes part, it's that if I do make a mistake, I will most often short the video again. And most of the time when I make a video, I have a test drill of the video basically. Not a test drill, but I go through the video, try to make it and see what goes wrong, what goes right, and then have real shooting sometimes. Except the last two I made, which are very short and does the kind of things that you don't really need a test for. But yeah, thanks I guess. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, makes sense because I think you actually can. I mean, you don't have to do that because that's way too much time wasted for not so much. But if you watch the starter series, you can see that it is all over the place. And yeah, that I didn't have this skill yet. And that was probably very hard to follow. So anyway, I think I was cheating my way in the game to see that the study queue works fine. Oh, and by the way, now that we are live, actually, I can show you guys something very quickly. I talked about it on the Discord, but I'm actually working on an Obsidian vault, which is supposed to be acting like a kind of brain for the tutorials, so that people can navigate through those files and have more communication between the videos. Like for example, you go through, I don't know, I think I made, yeah, this one is not very 4 yet, but you can see that there's this prerequisite thing, which is prompting you to go see this video, and then you would have the text version of it. And you can kind of track your progress however you want with this checklist if you want to say, okay, that's done, that's not done. And even in the files, you have this little completed thing that you can check so that it appears in the graph, as in, okay, so that's the first tutorial with all the episodes around it, and they have colors based on whether you have completed them or not. So you can jump like this too. Yeah, so that's something I'm working on, and I hope it turns out being a good thing so that I can release that for at least, I don't know if it will be released for this tutorial here because it's very linear, but if I do work my way on a virtual pet tutorial, which I've been asked a bit, that will definitely be made with this in mind. So yeah, that's something that's in the cooker. And we are very unlucky. I hate that. Yes, we have excavated a crystal. So even cheating is like a lot of grind. Sort of. Lot is a little bit exaggerated. Okay, so I wanted to go for Y, and yeah, so we had the lab. Oh, interesting. That was in front of the dialogue, was it? Oh yeah, I think I know why. This has index 1. So my user interface here, this dialogue, I have to fix this. Ordering, is it? Okay, so what do we have? So that's done, I guess, right? We can check that, but okay, game's gone. Yeah, we have this empty space here, and we should be able to buy the upgrade, and yes, it just appears. Maybe we can have a kind of thing which says unlock me right there. That could be something. What was that? The crystal menu in front. Dialogue window. Well, technically, because of that, I actually could make the dialogue as index 2. Just to be sure. And I was talking, and oh yes, maybe I can add the Minesweeper at the moment, just for the sake of saying it exists. I don't remember if I did that on the live or not. Did I do that on the live? So anyway, the current things I would be doing. I think I want to leave the laboratory on the side for a moment so that I can start working on crystal crafting. Crystal crafting, which will be useful for to create better, stronger crystals. And then when we have better crystals, we can actually start thinking about making what I would say the different levels of waves of attacks for the laboratory. Okay, so maybe we can add some things in the backlogs for that. So user story. In fact, it's kind of annoying because the laboratory name better fits the crafting crystal thing rather than the testing. So I will have to say craft, I guess. So we need to create a crafting view. And at the same time, later we will have to create waves for damages, if that makes sense. So how this should turn out is you have one wave of, let's say, I don't know, 10 attacks, and they are going to be tier 1 attacks, and then that's going to be tier 2 attacks, and that will ramp up like this. And the higher tier, basically, yeah, the higher rewards you will get. Oh, there's another thing. Okay, maybe I will do this right now. Laboratory, generate idleans unsuccessful on research, successful research, uncompleted research, because there's no unsuccessful research. So basically, yeah, the point here is that I don't want a study to be something that sets you back. Alright, so when you have good crystals and you send them to study, you're not supposed to lose on the money that you would have if you sold the crystal. So that will be done right now, actually. Generate idle units uncompleted. Is that... Okay, I forgot to study. So actually it's probably a very cheap thing to do. So what do we have? Value? Yes, we have a value. So we have a sell method, if I remember correctly. Yes, sell and grind. So we're gonna do something different, which is gonna be get study idleans. So that may return an error, but by default we're gonna say fine. I don't know when it could return an error, honestly. So what I could be doing is at the moment it's just gonna be a plain 10% bonus. So variable new value as an integer is going to be equal to value multiplied by 1.1, and this removing the non-real parts. Natural, I don't know. Anyway, idleans manager, and we create that. We could skip that, but yeah, we don't know how complex it can be. It can get. Mm-mm. Wait, is that the lab? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised because the last state I made was with nodes. When did I do that? Oh yes. So anyway, yes, studying. Study ended. Well, that's the opportunity to have something here. Studied crystal. Yes, so actually I think we have get studied crystal. Yes. So what is that? Just to be sure. Yeah, we have that's the study crystal, so we have to get the crystal inside it and get the study idlings. And I think I will create a new signal for that. Like study ended, and we have idlings earned value. Oh, we need to get the value here. Yeah, slightly annoying. Well, technically, wish I could be doing something very, very, very... Yeah, I could have it here, but I don't want to do that. I will return new value instead. Yep. So, yeah, let's save it in a variable. And context. And we send the idlings we have created. This way, the only reason why I want the signal is to be able to create my logs, basically. So I should have the log somewhere. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Can create a log here. Well, value is slightly better. Okay, we can try that. Oh, interesting. What's going on? Wait, what was that? What's happening here? That's the menu. Okay. So Is the menu waiting to be positioned? Wait, oh no, I think... Wait a second. Yes, we're not supposed to load the game on lab. Let's be honest. I'm just gonna initialize a script here to make sure. Well, do I need a script? Maybe not. Well, it's created now. Well, yeah, basically just making sure that if I'm somewhere else in the editor, that we always stop at the tab 0. Okay, so... Wait. I did load, right? Did I just have another loading bug? I think I did. I think I did. Yeah, that's slightly annoying. Yep. Oh yes, I need to... Wait. Why is it not clicking here? Whoa, that's weird. You're right. Why? Huh. I'm a little bit confused. It doesn't work. Interesting. So anyway. Not really the point. I wanted to check something here. Yes, the logs. Okay, so I should be able to add a crystal. Okay, so we earned idleans. That's cool. Let's see, this one is worth 8. So technically, it's not gonna be anything more. It's gonna be 8, yeah. Yeah. Yep. But the thing is that, yeah, now we are supposed to be generating a lot of idleans. But the value is probably never above 10. So there's no way the 10% does anything here. Maybe we could increase the percent, but does it really matter that we didn't get more yet? Alright, let's just check the game object. I want to see if there's any reason why the save failed. Well, if it did save while it shouldn't. It's waiting for loading prompt. Do I save at any other time? Search. Save data. In a clock? In game? So you are... But yeah. It's supposed to be not saving. I don't think it's that important, because this do you want to load thing is just a debug thing anyway. So I will probably ignore that. I'll probably ignore that. Okay, so generate idlings on complete study, that's done. Alright. So I think... What are we going to grab? Create a crafting view. Move to in progress. Is that here? No. No, it's gone. Where is back here? Slightly confusing app sometime. Yeah, now it's in progress. So, I think we already have the unlock button. Cannot be purchased yet. Sort of. Crystallizer, yeah, no, that's going to be crafting. Let's be honest. Crafting. What is it gonna be? Spend 500? Nah, that's gonna be 500 at the moment. No, I don't have any. That's fine. I hate that this has to change names. Laboratory. Unlock the... yeah. Unlock crafts. Yes, that's gonna be fine. We're gonna unlock craft. Okay, so we're gonna try to unlock the craft. And yeah, we need to do something when it happens. We need progression. Okay. That's all game ref data. Craft unlocked. User interface navigate to craft doesn't exist yet, sadly. So we can probably create a new view. Okay, so we have this view ready. No, we don't need anything. So it just git craft in this that container. So craft. Alright. So I guess we're good. For this part. Let's see. User interface. We navigate. To views. Okay, so we need to create a dialog. Yep. What do we want to say about that? Probably not much yet. Let's see, create a new resource. Dialog. Hero 4. Craft unlocked. Okay. We're gonna add text. So what are these gonna be? Yeah, inspiration's not here. So it's gonna be you have unlocked crafting and deal with that. There we go. So we want to open dialog and we're gonna load 04. Okay, progression, trigger event. Okay, do we want to do something? I don't know, I think it's important. How do we... Oh. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be important. I will know when I need that. Oh, we need a navigation button for it. That would be better. So... let's see. Do I duplicate this guy? What? So yeah, I do have to reload. So we have craft. Is that it? I think. Looks like that's all we need. Okay, so I just need the lab button now. Lighting, yeah. Pink button. Let's see. Oh, yeah, maybe not. Yep, I think... Yeah. The progression... Events... And craft unlocked. We do want to grab craft button here. And update button. Probably we just want to grab this. Copy pasty. Progression. Craft blocked. Okay, let's actually make this visible by default. Well, true actually. So that we can use it. Just for the fun. Right. Okay, so we have still this thing, if we ever want to do something with that. Correct. Okay, you, right there. No. Why? Oh, again. Alright. Why? Why could that be? What could be happening here? Technically, it's crystal menu here. Done ready. What do we do? Visible true, yeah. Reset size and position. Yep. I don't think this loading thing. No, loading is not playing in there. Parent control size. Yep, so that's laboratory UI. Size Y, and we do reduce 240 else 40. Is that the problem? Seriously? I could even be blocking there. Okay, can I view it in there? The crystal menu. Position is -40. So the get parent size is 0. Yeah. But why is it 0? Why is that 0? Or is it because it doesn't resize? Like if I do resize that, okay. For some reasons it fixes it. Oh. So that's no vision on me, which is... I'm looking for a verb here, like unboxing a cat. Cat unboxing? But anyway, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm a little bit puzzled right now. Slightly. Like, very slightly. Yeah, I don't know. So for some reason I guess that my object here is 0. But why? Is that because of the Minesweeper? Honestly. Is it because of the Minesweeper? That would be crazy. Is there any gameplay right now, you ask? Yes, there is. There is quite a lot compared to what you may have seen. I'm just... Okay, I need to find a way to get rid of this Minesweeper button. How did I do that? Oh, here. Okay, I'm gonna try to bring this guy to false. If this is the reason why... Wow. That's crazy. Honestly. So... I don't know. So we're gonna go through the game if you wish. Now that's... Okay, we can go through the game. So I will assume that you have never seen what's going on with this game. So it just starts with a clicker because we started the series by making a clicker, right? And we actually had the first crystal on the first click, which is cool. So it's prompting us to go to the crystal storage. Okay. So the way the clicker works here is that you can click on it to buffer actions, and it will automatically work for as long as you have a battery, sort of. So here's the inventory, which is very much needing a rework, like big times. So we can choose to sell the crystal or grind the crystals. We either have money or crystal dust. Money is useful to unlock things, and later on it will be used to craft. So at the moment we can unlock the drill. So yes, it's basically explaining that the drill is the automatic crystal grinding, sort of, and it uses crystal dust as a fuel. Also telling us that we have a brace now. So we can basically fuel this with crystal dust, and it will excavate on its own alone. So that's for the two main parts, which are active and passive generation. Sort of passive because you have to fuel it, but you can fuel it big times. Then we have the upgrades, which here are allowing us to basically make it simpler. You can buffer more actions, up to 25, and then, let me cheat a little bit of money. Then you can buffer 2 actions instead of 1 when you click. As for this guy here, it only has 1 upgrade yet because it's pretty much forsaken. It's not really what I'm focusing right now in terms of development, but the only upgrade you have is that you can use a crystal that you have in inventory, you insert it within the drill, and it will increase its properties, basically. The next step being the lab. So we're gonna... Okay, it's only worth 9. That's very sad. We can access the lab, which is testing space more likely, but yeah. We are experimenting on crystals here, experimenting destroy the crystals, and what it does basically is that it will generate fragments. So think of this as the combat of the game. The game has no combat, but instead you can study the crystals and they will receive attacks. Okay, something's missing here. That's weird. Okay, interesting. Anyway, it will withstand attacks with a base, a system of elements and stuff. And sometimes it will generate fragments, basically. And once the study is done, you receive money. As you can see, different crystals have different stats. So if we take this one, for example, it has different resistance value based on its color. Let's actually get rid of this one and view the next one. This one here, it's a bi element, well, it's a very bad one. Do we have mono element? Yes, that's a mono blue basically. So mono crystals, they have red, green, and blue transfers into resistances. Okay, and because it's a mono crystal, it has a huge buff in the resistance of its color and a debuff in other resistances. And that's pretty much all we have right now. Yes, the only thing we have left, which is a lot of work from the last stream, sort of. I'm just gonna cheat some money. Actually, we do need a lot of money. And that's the study queue. And the study queue allows you to just make study a little bit more passive, right? So you can queue things or just to use the menu, it doesn't matter. And yeah, then they will go to, yeah, that's it. That's a lot of mechanics here. So yeah, it's actually been a lot of work on this project without dropping it and jumping to something else. So yeah, we are pretty faithful in this one. And right now what I'm working on is basically bringing in the craft system so that you can use the fragments that you receive here to improve some crystals so that they are better and last longer. I guess. But maybe I actually want to try to figure out why having a menu icon here is breaking everything. That's very odd. I don't see how this even makes sense. What I could be doing if that makes any sense is try to have this happen later. I don't know. I'm gonna try that. So how do we do that? I think it's self call deferred, and then the function reset size and position. Is it how you do it? String name? Really? Like this? Reset size and position? Oh yeah. It's very not handy. But anyway. Well, actually, even this, like, it's supposed to be connected to the parent resizing. I'm so confused. I swear. So what about you, Fog Guy? What have you been up to since the last time? I guess we need to go reset size and position. Maybe I need to force this every time we open. No, that would be too much. Ready. Ready. Why? Why? Because if I get this to happen from outside, yes, no, there's no way They say university didn't do much. Well, yeah, if you if you actually can focus on your school, that's good. 2 more exams left. What kind of school are you doing? Because most of the time, people around here do things which are absolutely not related to game dev. So, I don't think I've seen one person in a gaming school here. I think I will be watching something like user interface navigated. What do we have here? Oh yeah, linguistics, indeed. Not really related, indeed. But that can be useful as well. Like if you still ever want to work in the gaming industry, linguistic can be interesting. Especially if you are not a native English speaker. Having English bridge communication with English community can be important. Navigate it to. So here. Which could eventually allow me to grab that. And we have someone else coming in, which is someone I've never seen, I believe, and saying hello, so I'm saying hi too. How are you doing? Connecting. Unnavigate. So I said, yeah, I speak English, Russian, Belarusian, and kinda Italian. That's a lot, actually. I speak French and English, but yeah. I don't want to say I speak Spanish. I don't anymore. So actually you were the guy in the server that asked for help in the null error. That's recent, so I can remember that. But yeah, that's fine. Actually that's my bad, because for some reason people didn't catch the fact that I've been switching from running specific scene, and wasn't clear at all that if you don't run the scene with the node, it makes an error. I think I did explain it, but way too lightly, thinking that what I was saying made sense. But yeah. Apparently it doesn't make sense if you don't have the background knowledge. So what do we have here? If index is user interface, I guess. Use. Laboratory. But like an int version of that. And there we go. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, so it's fixed now, but do we care about the fact that we do call this method every time we navigate? I think it's not that expensive. That's definitely something that we can work with. Oh, we have black crystal. Interesting. Oh no, I grinded a white crystal. That story. Yeah, and we have this grid, which is absolutely useless. Let's see if we unlock... Wow, that's actually a lot of idle aliens to make. So if we unlock crafting... Yes. Oh, the button's not here. Cool. Well, not really. Not really. Just checking where we are now. Creating crafting view? Yeah, not done. But... But... What was the bug? Crystal menu... Initialized at the wrong position. There we go. And I completely forgot what I was doing. Yeah, the button for the view. So, is that here? Craft button, spaced on the unlocking. Did I fail to emit this? Yes. Oh no, that's so sad. So trigger events, progression events, and laboratory. No, wait, what? What is that? Craft. Okay, so now we have the crafting, but the thing is that we have absolutely no idea how to what to do with crafting. So I actually have a few ideas, not gonna lie. Ghost transformation. So yeah, let's create a new file to explore this. Basically. The idea that I had in mind is that maybe we would have like, okay, no. Maybe we would have like a kind of item here with the crystal. And that would be the fragments that you want to infuse in it. Like this. And you choose the amount of fragments you want to add here. And then you would have like the crystals or whatever. Or the manu crystal would be like probably the other one, like one which goes from bottom to top. And here that could be the fragments. Like super well written. That would be the fragments. And then maybe under it you would have the expected result. Or maybe a little bit different. Like okay, am I on the wrong one? Have the crystal here and the fragments at the bottom, but with the same logic, like this kind of a row. And here would be the fragment list. Still the crystals at the bottom. Oh, why is it that bad? And here there would be a list for the fragments. Sarah Chatter asks, what type of game would you recommend to start with? Because I feel like starting with an idle game is too hard for me. Depends on what you mean by hard. Because different people may have different difficulties on different kind of games. So if you're talking about game design, maybe idle games are not the best because they are requiring a lot of game design. But mechanically, they are much more forgiving. So you mean hard in scripting? So yeah. If I remember correctly, based on the no error, it's pretty much likely that you are starting programming with game dev. So if that's the case, it's gonna be hard no matter what you're going through. The thing is that if you go with the kind of game which is, I would say, less mathematics, but more jumpy, like a platformer, it would be easier in the sense that once the core of the game is made, you have nothing to do really. You just have to, you know, build things with the time maps. But they may be very hard at the beginning because you have to understand a lot of complex features in order to make movements platforms, collisions, etc., etc. So this can be a little bit hard. In my opinion, clickers are good. So for guys says the best way is to follow game dev videos. Yeah, maybe you should be more specific on this one. Yes. The thing is that very recently I realized that the main skill that I'm focusing on is what I would say is level 2, sadly. So I'm trying to explain programming at level 1 at the same time that I'm explaining level 2, and that's a bit much. And basically level 1 is creating a game that is contained in one scene, pretty much. Level 2 is you want to make something more complex, so you need to understand fully how objects, well, programming with different files work. So yeah, I think you need to find tutorials which are teaching you how to make games in one scene. I think Brackeys does that for a platformer. It's not very scripting oriented. So for guys says, I remember my first game was Vampire Survivor clone on YouTube. The guy has been explaining really good every step. Well, first of all, maybe you should link that in the Discord if you still remember how to find this. That could be very interesting for everyone. Because I'm trying to watch some other tutorials so that I can improve the structure of mine as well. So I may want to take a look at that. But yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't think I know anyone specifically who does playlist tutorials or that works in 6-hour videos tutorials beside Bracky, which is pretty much why I started this channel in the first place. I tried to find this content and didn't find what I was looking for, specifically for idle games. So we say Vampire Survivor clone Godot. Okay, so maybe we're gonna have a sound jump scare. So let me bring that down for a second. Oops. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so it's probably it. I actually never played Vampire Survivor, so I do believe it is Swarm from Riot Games. Yeah, so that's playlist. Okay, so we'll have to take a look at that. Also, I was thinking it could be a good thing to have on the Discord a section where we can add the good tutorials that we find, so that we can share that with each other. Okay, so that was important. Give it back to me. Topics, code review, normalization, so I believe that's for vectors, delta and nodes. Okay, so I think that's after they've done the first part. So yeah, maybe you could try that. And I will catch up with the chat. So I think I will make a platformer. It looks easier and less script. So yeah, platformers they can have not easy scripting times, but if you want to make things, custom things, it can be a very, very, very big step. Because the simplest, I mean, there is indeed less scripting, but you need to understand well how objects work. Yep. And especially, for example, how to handle collisions. Yes, that's it. Collisions, physics, and having traps, collectibles can be... Collectibles are okay-ish, but yeah. So yeah, these videos gave a lot back in time. Yes, I will probably watch this, for sure. Because if you didn't see, I'm coming fluffy. I'm just very, very late in my chat. I am working on a YouTube cross Obsidian thing, where you would have this kind of how would you think that canvas board, which serves as a main space to find information. And in this, I will be able to set my written guides, link different videos, and connect different nodes between each other, because Obsidian has a very cool link system and everything, as well as the graph view, which is pretty cool. By the way, I want to just set that back, because I've added a little tracker to say what you have read and what you haven't read. And yeah, and the thing is that, for example, let's pick a subject. Like, here's the node and object thing. I usually think of having like a featured video, which would be the first one, but I don't mind having videos from other YouTubers in a kind of resource category, where we would have like, I would use videos from other people. I would link videos from other people as well, which is anyway just sending people to their channel anyway, so I don't think they would mind. But yeah, that's something that I'm trying to manifest since I have a weird idea in my mind yet. And finally, we have Fluffy, who arrived in the middle of the conversation. How are you doing, Fluffy? I'm thinking if there's a way to just grab this crystal menu and throw it in. Maybe there is. So that would mean having a... Yeah, I don't know. So we started having ideas again, but still no energy. So yeah, the no energy part, I watched a video like today, which is very interesting, I think, about how you can I would sum it up by kind of break procrastination, sort of, which is all about the concept of inertia. Inertia? How do you pronounce that? Inertia. Yes. So that you basically do very meaningless little tiny things to get it started, and then you're going. Like, yeah. My trick to get energy is to do very trivial thing, like just little changes or little things, and you know, check a task list basically. Oh, that's okay. My finger is a little bit weird. Checking task lists to just say I've done something and get the ball rolling basically. So you thought about making small tutorials like gradient label, call twin, etc. Yeah, that could be very interesting. I've had one person who decided to create videos after watching some of mine. That was very cool to see. And they actually have interesting things because, for example, I hate to work with cameras in general because Godot doesn't have camera controls. So I have this channel here, I believe it's Studio Brushtail, and he did a video about the camera and how to control the camera and everything. And I don't know, yeah, it's been 3 months now, and I'm always saying that when I'm going to do a camera thing, I will go back there to see, to have the code. So yeah, always cool to have some codes like that. And you say, to be fair, I don't feel... What? To be fair, I feel I don't need to break inertia. No, it's not to break, it's to start. But some vacations in the snake one. That's not really what I would think about when I'm thinking about vacations. That's not beer, by the way. That's just water. Because that really looks like beer can. But yeah. Because yeah, the thing is that the guy associated inertia with the concept of when you're not moving, inertia pushes you to not move. That's what an alcoholic would say. Yeah. I don't think I've ever... Because that's the kind of weird situation which may happen when you have like a alcohol bottle that you fill with water. And when you say no, that's water. That's the most confusing thing ever, but no, I don't think I was in that situation ever. So I probably can copy paste this code. Or did I actually set the music too loud when I moved the sound? True. Yeah, alright, for example, right now I'm slightly procrastinating about this crafting thing. Alright, let's go. The only thing that bugs me here is that the script is in laboratory. So maybe I could move it. So what is the script? UI crystal menu panel. But where do I move it? That's the question. I have so many scripts. And that moves to... oh my god. Okay, don't do that at home. That's just for video purpose only. There's a clutter here anyway. So you say, I think I got lucky, went slightly alcoholic in high school, but snapped out of it and was basically vaccinated against it in engineering school, where binge drinking is. Yeah, basically, I see what you mean here. I started drinking at engineering school, and yeah, it can go very, very, very quickly. And at some point, yeah, I think I had a schedule of between 2 and 4 parties every week. And yeah, now I just don't care about it anymore. I still like to have some parties here and there, but yeah, I just don't. Meh. Mostly because of the hangover. Mostly. Okay, so here we have a script, which we can probably get rid of, but I will... No, I will just go back when I need to get inspiration. Some peeps ain't so lucky. Yeah, I think the lucky part here is why you actually end up drinking in the first place. Is it because it helps you get in the party mood, or is it because it's filling another problem which is much more day-to-day basis? Like you have regular interventions for alcoholism? Like, do you mean like in between students, or like school? Or something raising awareness? Here's a chat that says, why I went to the bathroom and now we're talking about alcoholism. Basically because I was saying that this, which we can't really see, that's not beer, that's water. And that's how it started. I'm actually trying to find proper water in cans, but which is not... I don't have the word, bubbly. It's a little bit annoying to find. I haven't found one in retail at the moment. And yeah. So they say like Alanis coming back to raise awareness, talking about how young graduates being increasingly more alcoholic when they freshly get out of school. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Why that's always come back to the question of why do you drink alcohol in the first place? Like, if you drink alcohol to manage stress, you're in a bad you're in a bad situation. Why? Why, Godot? Godot, why? Why do you do that to me? What is your problem? I hate it when there's a problem and I don't understand, like, genuinely can't understand. The level of frustration is like so much. Everybody asking why Godot, but nobody asks how's Godot. No, nobody cares about Godot. He's late anyway, so who cares? Alright, so view craft. What's actually very fun is that just like before we talked a lot, I checked a task saying, yeah, fixing this bug is fine, bug fixed, and first thing I do after fixing the bug is getting the bug again. Yeah. There we go. Right. Now really, Godot is a bad guy. Boo. Boo Godot. Now really, the bug here is beyond any kind of understanding. Let's make some more stories. Just to make the bug clear, if I have a button visible here before loading, this menu is bugged. If there's no button, this menu is not bugged. And I can't see any reason why this even happens. Which one do I put? I don't know. Well, let's take the first one. Or maybe, well, that's very fine. So yeah, that's, you know, that's the moment when you think, not that you think, but you do realize that there are some things which are just black sorcery. Because what happens is that size is 0, basically. So, Hot Shadow is asking, how is the pop-up bugged? Actually, I can show you. It's very easy. Okay, wait a second. He's gonna cry. Problems here, and now it's gonna cry even harder. The problem's here. You start the game. Yes, that's my breakpoint. And here, can I actually see the value? It has a position of 608. Yes, that's the second one. You're going through it again? And then, okay, so, interesting. Unparent resize. But yeah, let's ignore the breakpoints. Game, please. That's the bug, basically. The menu is at the top, why it's supposed to be here. And now it's fixed. Sort of. But we have a little glimpse of the reason why. And I do know what triggers that. It is the button. If I disable this button here and set it to false, the debug doesn't occur, right? You go to the lab and the menu is at the bottom properly. And if you turn it back on, the menu is derping, like this, unless you resize. So I actually have seen something quite interesting, which is that somehow the game thought that this was resized to 0. But I have no idea where. Or why, actually. Oh yeah. Well, something could be like, I don't need to have this button anyway, because I'm not using this feature. So get lost. And problem fixed. Oh yeah. Now, Yes, crafting. So I probably need to, do I need to, yeah. At the moment it's going to be pure YOLO style. And yeah, it definitely says more vampire music, even though this one's actually, yes, just supposed to be sad wizard. Who knows? So crystal menu, okay, and horizontal box. Oh no, wait a second. I need to scroll. Okay. Then I need a V box. No, margin. Let's go margin. Vertical box, horizontal box. So here we have, well, I'm not even so sure how crafting will happen. And that's fragments. Or another way would be having a pop-up menu where we want to add a fragment. Well, let's have the menu on the right. So what is this guy? This guy is probably gonna be a vertical box. Vertical box. Actually, no. It's going to be a panel container. With a margin. With the V-box. Okay. Main view, margin, and body. Alright, just checking that I'm following kind of a guideline here. What would be the white? Let's try 200 or something like white. Yeah. So we would expand this little guy here. And I guess that, yeah, let's add the label title. Which could be a header small, saying something like fragments. A separator. And have fragments behind that. Under that. So Maybe we can add some example of what this would be. That would be something like a label that would have like a quantity. Then the usual combo button label button. So here we have like this 5 minus plus, or maybe we don't need a 5 here, but yeah, that's not important yet. Something like this basically. So we would have the fragment list would look like this. And yeah, how would that happen here? We could use a grid, because okay, we have to think. Let's think. Oh, so we could be using a 2D viewport, or we could be using a So Fluffy is asking, I don't know how many sessions I missed. So you mean streams? I think 0. I was too busy stuffing myself with mayonnaise the last few days. Yeah, you missed none. In the last weeks, I only did videos and the first episode of the Path of Exile UI. That's pretty much all that happened. The last thing I did was the UI rework. Right now I'm thinking about how I can have this thing So you said that the PoE thing was interesting to watch. Well, that's cool. And yeah, will I do other games? Yes. When I have explored Path of Exile enough, I will do other. Not necessarily the UI, but any elements. I'm actually thinking UI right now because that's something I don't want to say that's something I want to specialize in, but that's something that yeah, that's interesting. And oftentimes it is something that people hate to do. So I don't want to say that it is a skill that is researched, but yeah, it's when you start dealing with different resolutions and textures, it's becoming something. And I gotta say that I've been very much surprised when I started working on the stream. I was really caught off guard regarding how hard it was. Like, maybe it was showing, but I was completely lost. Like, I had no clue what I was doing. I don't want to say I was panicking, but that was really, really draining doing that. Because I didn't measure the amount of things to do in order to have a textured UI like Path of Exile. Right now I'm thinking about using a specific technique to bring in a 2D viewport. to render some specific thing. Something like this, basically. Create 2D scene. There would be crafting 2D. And because we're working in a 2D space, we can start having things like, oh, touchscreen button, what is that? Interesting, I didn't know this node exists. Can this be achieved with UI, aka control nodes? I don't know. I don't know, because I was thinking about using line 2D basically. And while you can weave in line 2D in green nodes, that's not a problem. I'm actually thinking about having a camera here to fully work with the 2D engines with a very specific, very simple skill tree basically, which is working with the camera instead of a scroll view. And I don't know, I just don't know, because the difference between a 2D node and a control node is, I don't even know, like it's the same almost. Okay, there's actually a little more on the control, but yes, canvas item is the same technically, yes. And here we just have the position, we just have the transform. So technically, a 2D node is much emptier than a control node. That's actually very interesting to think about. Yeah, maybe I don't need that. Because let's actually give a look at another project, which was 613. And I'm thinking about the book specifically, which for some reason is now, wait, is it always like this? I don't think I released the game in that state. Did I? Oh, by the way, that's a little cheat. If you ever play this game, you can skip the intro by clicking control. Not really clicking, but that's the thing. Wait, what a second. Wait a second. Did I break it? There's no way it is released like this. Okay, I gotta check that. Because right now I feel like I'm going crazy. Yeah, keeping the sound down to make sure that you don't get a sound jump scare. Okay, no, that's cool. It's correct. Because technically that's the playthrough from oh, okay, I see why. The interface is not the same at all. So I probably tried a few things. But no, that's fine. Okay, the game wasn't released broken. Alright, I feel better now. So yeah, technically here I have a full control node system, which is drawing lines? Or is it me drawing lines? No, that was me drawing lines. Yes. So we have the skills, and so I could be doing something similar. Wait, is it good now? Yes, it is. Huh. I don't want to know. Really? Really? I'm discovering I shouldn't have opened this project ever again. So that could be a way to approach the problem, but here, yes, they're positioned based on not a box. Yeah, it's not a vertical box. It's not a box. It's not a container. So did I say you took the L one on this one? I think I'm missing the joke here. Or the... Is that an L or an I? I believe it's an L. Because L, yeah, even if it's... I know it's an L, I still... Did I say you to the L one? I don't know. I don't get it. I may be missing something here. Even though this game is not meant to be played, I mean, it's not meant to be resized. Yeah, it's just a note to the second L, but yeah. I hope this is a dummy value, as I usually do, and that in-game it is replaced by a script. So yeah, the game is not supposed to be resized anytime. So I could be working with a fixed thing here. If that is the case, well, what is it right now? Actually, I can just read the size here. What is it? It is 830. So maybe I would see something a little bit taller, if we can say tall. Where's the size here? There. Yes, something like this. And yeah, that would be it. And here we could be okay. Now I have I'm not gonna do that. Never. I was thinking about calculating the white and positioning based on doing a 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, which can technically be achieved with a horizontal box, but that would be very weird. Okay, maybe we can do... Because, wait a second. Okay, I really can't visualize that. My mental imagery is failing me. And you know that when I stop counting in French, I'm definitely lost. So we said that I see something like this, basically. And absolutely not. Yeah. So we have like... Okay, so I think I have to divide it by 4. And here I have to divide it by 2. And then... Okay, we can try something, I guess. I'm gonna create some funnels to visualize. Okay, so that's the crystal. Fragment 1. Well, the thing is, now that I think about it, if I go with a camera route, I could technically expand it more than whatever I could be doing in a scroll container. We have another chatter who comes in and say, I accidentally slept and woke up at 4 AM. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. That happens to me way too often. The thing is that I believe that my brain refuses to be alive during the day, and I either go to sleep at 4 AM or wake up at 4 AM. It's kind of a curse. So, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I've been taking enough rest. How long I've been streaming? 2 hours. So I say I was doing my submission that time. What for? That's the question, actually. Four hours, time for a V-Rising break. No, well, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about the V-Rising server like 2 hours after ending the stream. But no, if I do a break, it's definitely gonna be RimWorld. And I'm gonna do a RimWorld, I don't want to say, maybe, yes, playthrough or something. And I'm still pondering whether I do upload it or have this on the live or anything, but I was thinking of having a backup channel for gaming content, because people could be annoyed about having gaming content when they subscribe to a tutorial series, I mean game dev channel. But I can't create another channel because no phone. Yeah, so... I think it's a vector 2. And here I would have get parent control that size. Nope. And so yeah, do that in another channel. Yes, I want to. And honestly, right now, I don't know what I will do about this phone situation. Right now, honestly, if I do lose the active connection to the YouTube channel, I technically can't log back in. It has been for 2 months now. I do have the SIM card in my phone. I mean, in a letter. Just don't have the phone. Okay, so I'm gonna go with first line section. That's going to be an integer equal to parent size.x divided by 2. Nya 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 nya. Conversion, I know. Nobody ever cares about that. Yeah, ha ha ha. I know what I will do. I'm gonna get rid of this little dude right now because he's annoying. There you go. Second line section, integer. Well, technically I could, well, whatever. Okay, we are progressing. Wait. Okay, that's a problem. Because that's wrong. It's not parent size, but size. First. And second, I would go with get this unique, and maybe have crystal as a control. That position, and it's going to be equal to first line section. Well, on X. First line section minus. Okay. Let's do that differently. No. Oh, okay. That would be something like this. In my, oopsie. So that you move it to the first section, but that's the top left corner, so you move it back half its size. And the Y, oh, this, we call this, I don't know, it always kind of triggers me when I fetch nodes that much. Maybe I will do it differently for the others. Let's see, variable, fragment, 1 as a control equal to fragment 1. And we basically do the same, except that it is fragment 1, position X, second section, minus fragment size X divided by 2. And I don't know. Position Y could be 126, 128. And now we do the same for the other two. Let me get the fragment, which is the same except that it's going to be section 9 by 2. Second line section multiplied by 2. Just to be sure. And fragment 2 size X divided by 2. Seems correct. I don't know what I'm doing. Right now I'm channeling some kind of weird demons. There I use the dreaded tool tag. I'm kind of curious actually. Would that work? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Just to be sure. Yeah, that's perfect. Said no one ever. Okay, so we're gonna grab the resize. Can I reload the scene? Or is it just not working? No, that works. It actually works. And look at them. Look at them. Wow. I could be playing with this for way too long. So now the next thing is draw the lines, basically. Yeah, draw the lines. How do I do that? But guy says it's a whole art to make a resizable game. Yeah. And right now I'm doing it with non-textured with the D things. Because I don't know if you saw that or actually was here during that stream, but I started the remake the Pass of Exile UI, and well, we talked about it, right? Yeah, the texture thing, yeah, that's... Okay, so I'm gonna create the lines now. You should mind that bones have different aspects, yes. That's one of the reasons why I'm not rushing to bone development right now. Because you have to be very good at UI and stuff. Maybe 2 pixels, let's not be... So we technically need to grab the lines as well. Oh, it's gonna be so annoying. So annoying. Which is funny because I said like 10 minutes ago, wow, I do like doing UI, it's fun, it's interesting. I want back. I'll take it back. So you ask, so it needs another entire game sprite for phones? I have no idea though, haven't debugged it on my phone. No, the sprites are fine usually, but because you have cameras basically. The camera is gonna handle that pretty well. The green nodes are the biggest problem when you are dealing with different screen sizes. You have containers, which are very useful. And I will show you an example of 2 scenes. Here is the first scene. This one is made just with anchors. So when you resize it, you will have some things that you can notice, which are that's centered, that's a lateral menu. Here that's corner, 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 and wide top. So when you resize it, yeah, that can kind of overlap, sort of. But then when you work with containers, it's different, right? You can see that here you have half screen and that they are vertically positioned, so it generally works much better. But there are still some problems when you go too low, because you may have minimum sizes on items, but in most situations it's always better, a minimum. And this that's resizable as well, but yeah, that's a lot of scripting. A lot, maybe not a lot, but that's a big script. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how do I get that? So I have, oh no, I need to grab the lines. So I say thanks for the explanation. Well, actually, I'm gonna sponsor my own channel here, because you actually can go find one specific video which is, in my opinion, very good. Let me see, this way. This way. In the playlist, if you go find the Godot tutorials, yes, probably, you will have this UI here, this one, from 6 months ago. And you will be able to have a very useful container things in there, and you will also be able to read the full text. Well, it's not really... Okay, it's not there. There. In the video, I have an entire vision of one specific file, which is lost now. User interface. Where is user? Is that here? No, that's the episode too long. Nope. How did I loot? Oh, okay, I'm in the wrong vault. That's probably why. Yes, you will have this file here. This file here, which is a full explanation on how those things work and how you implement different type of UIs based on what kind of game you're making. Except that I'm not really thinking about the full user interface games. So I was actually starting the lines. So we have line 1. Oh, that's a line 2D this time. So I'm gonna drop the idea of having a kind of square thing that goes straight and straight and straight. That's gonna be... I'm just gonna go with a diagonal lines on the side. Right, so first line. I should have the points. Yes, points 0. And I guess it's a vector 2. Yes. Okay. There's going to be first line section, and then 16 plus crystal size y divided by 2. Is that it? It could be. And the thing is that I will have to repeat that for every point. Every line, actually. So that I can have this line 1, and it has to be, okay, so here, second line section, and it's going to be 2, 5, 6 plus fragment 1. Seems correct. So here section multiplied by 2. And section multiplied by 3, and that's the third line. Okay, line 3. Okay. Let's run this. Yeah. Looks like it didn't work. Why is the 0 here? You're supposed to be in crafting. Okay, maybe. The problem arrived right from the line being created in the wrong node and being moved. Oh, come on. Again. The line 2 failed. Why though? And yeah, technically, let's go with 1 pixel. And also very important, ordering -1. Now, yeah, why are we missing one? Why are we missing one? That's curious. So, line 2. broken line. Am I blind? Like, am I missing something obvious here? Okay, let's see. Okay, so for some reasons, this is line 1, this is line 3, and line 3 is somewhere else. And that's line 2. Okay, that's slightly confusing. Let's read the script again. Okay, first line. 1, 2, and 3. They all have the same X. They all share the same points. Okay. What I don't get is that it shares this second line section multiplied by 2. But is that like... I can't divide it by 2. If this isn't sorcery, I don't know what it is, but... Why would that even work? The worst part is that it works. I'm confused. There's no reason for this to work. Like, 0. Absolute 0. And even this one doesn't work. Is it because... there could be something. That would be weird, but yeah. Or is it because I failed? No, probably not. What is that? What is happening? Someone explain to me, please? Okay, wait, that's line 3 now. Line 3? So why... Moving on. It's not even the same x-axis. Like, In what world? Okay, so fragment 2. Right, this one's going to be first line section. And there we go. Oh, come on. Have one. One correct, please. Yes, so one's fine. And for some reasons... I'm out of brain cells right now. Okay, I'm just trying sorcery. Line 3. Second point of line 3. Yeah. Okay. And this has to be recorded. That's the worst part. Well. Looks fine. Looks fine. So, what do we do with that? That's the question. You can toggle visibility without rerunning it. Yes, I can, but it also means that I have to dig through the entire remote, which actually still works. But yeah, of course I can. So now technically I can change these items a little bit more. Like for example, oh that's big. That's too big. That's too big. Yeah, 64 is fine. 64 is fine, and I can add this little. Oh, imagine a world where you can do that. Oh, it worked. It worked. Oh my god. They have thought about everything. That's huge. And there we go. Crafting. What is this used for though? Like a drag and drop thing? It could be a drag and drop thing. I will make the crystal a little bit bigger. And I will create a header because right now it's a little bit atrocious. And just paste this like this. So that would look like this. So wait a second. This is... I could try to center the position of those 4 guys. Let's see. I'll do it manually at the moment. That's a lot of manual change actually. What am I doing? This is awful. But it works. I hope. Yeah, that will do. That will do. So this is the crafting spot. We're only reaching the fun part, which is starting to think about how we will make craft be. But I'm slightly growing tired. What I see next on this page is kind of a crafting result here. Oh no, I've absolutely not thought about kind of crafting automation. Maybe that's something we don't want to do. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we don't want to automate crafting. So, alright. I probably need to review the direction that we are going in right now. Let's bring in the task board. Create a crafting view. Well, that's done. Definitely done. Should we create some dummy tasks to treat our brain to say, wow, we did things? What did we do? Let's actually use user story. Craft. Okay, so position, crafting slots based on window size. That's gonna be fine. That's done. What did we do else? Basically, I'll go. Okay, so I could be starting with, we have two things to do here. We have option 1, which is fill the fragment menu, and option 2, which is create crystal, well, connect crystal menu to the crafting slot. Basically, that's the second thing we can be doing. Have metrics? Huh. Oh no. Yoni. Okay. I'm thinking that the crystal thing is gonna be better because I may still have few memories from the one I made the other day, a few weeks ago. So we need to create a script here. And I think we need to extend crystal grid container crystal list. Wow, that's a big name. Let's see what we have. All right. We have, I'm gonna close. Yeah. Oh, there's pop-up menu. Wait a second. Yeah, that should be fine. There's so many things in there. Whoa, that's a big script. I thought it would be easy. Oh, yeah. I'm actually wondering, do we have a double click input? No. No, we don't. Mm-hmm. I'm actually thinking that I should stop here. I'm just like getting way too tired for this. So I think that's gonna be my call to start for today, because that was actually okay progression. And eventually this will allow me to subconsciously think about this, which is cool, I guess. Right, so let's just save this. We never know. Wow, that's a huge mess of things to save. I don't even know which one to use. Yeah. And as I said, it's a huge mess of many things. I almost want to say, go watch the stream if you want to know. Which I will. It's not like I do review those things anyway. I never watch them. So, we have some bug fixes. That's good enough to mention. Actually, I just have to read the list of tasks. Board, pre-alpha. Yep. So what else do we have? Yes, crafting view. And crafting slots position. That's pretty much it. Cool. Yeah, so we're slowly moving to the end. So if you're still here, either from the live stream right now or watching the VOD, it's actually cool to have you around in the chat and following the series. I do appreciate the attention that it gets. I hope this is also useful for you, watching me struggle on some features that you may later implement in your games. And yeah, that will be probably a good night, yes. And I will see you in another video, stream. Probably stream, because I don't specifically have video IDs right now. So I will probably be streaming before I'll be filming, if I can say that. So anyway, I'm slowly disappearing. You need to sleep. Nice seeing you again. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And yeah, night is. And Omer is asking, what is my keyboard? I don't really know. That's a Corsair. Yep, pretty much it. Yeah, there's anything written on it. That's just a Corsair which makes red lights. Pretty much like a lot of keyboards. But yeah. So yeah, that's... It sounds cool. It's not the sound that you're hearing, this is the sound. So, yeah, if that's what you're wondering. Which is creating keyboard sound when you type, which I really like. And yeah, thank you for kind words. And yeah, I will keep it up, and I will try to get it better for 2025, because yeah, what are your resolutions, you may ask. That's pretty much it. And yeah, as I said, I'll be slowly disappearing, and we'll close the stream in a few seconds. So you take care.